show them you're a good boy. Can you give me paw? That's a good boy, Alf. That's a good boy, Alf.
Good morning. My name is Parsa Salehi. I'm a first-year medical student at Georgetown here in Washington, D.C. And this is my YouTube channel, and I'm going to take you guys along for a day in my life as a first-year medical student. Now, we are in our fourth med school block, so we have 8-week blocks, so kind of like a quarter system. We're in our fourth block right now, and we're doing GI, endo, and repro. Literally, this is the second day of the block, so it's all brand new, but I'm going to take you guys along in a day in my life, and we have a lot of fun stuff today. Today is our GI anatomy lab number 1, so anatomy lab is always fun. Can't take you into the lab, but I'll just kind of show you guys what all of that and getting ready for lab looks like and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll just hope to make it a little bit entertaining, show you guys what an actual day in the life of a med student looks like. Because at the end of the day, med school is portrayed as this really scary thing, and I want to show you guys that it's not as scary as it has to be. There is a little bit of that flexibility that you can have in a schedule of a med student to do things that you're passionate about. Speaking of which, I am drinking this double espresso Americano that I have from Nespresso and chugging down this water to go with 20 milligrams of yohimbine, which is, as a med student, I'm going to tell you guys, it's an alpha-1 agonist, right? If you're a med student, you know what that means. Basically, I take it before I go do some fasted cardio, so I'm currently trying to lose a little bit of weight. So I take my yohimbine, chug a bit of water, and I'm going to go down and do some cardio. Okay, so if you guys have been following me on other socials for a while now, you guys will know that when I do my cardio, I am big on bringing this little thing. This is my little Anki controller to do my silly little Anki flashcards. Anki is basically like this active recall flashcard service. It's the best thing. It's how I study for everything in med school. And it's awesome. And I just set up my iPad and just rip it while I'm doing cardio. So we're gonna go do that for like 45 minutes this morning, and then we're gonna come up and have breakfast. All right, down in the apartment gym, and 45 minutes down the hatch. Got a lot of Anki done as well. Time to go make breakfast, my God. Breakfast is served. Okay, so yep, our breakfast, pretty big meal in terms of the amount of food we are cutting. So it's pretty low calorie, all things considered. The coach wrote me a meal plan, so I don't even know how many calories this is. But yeah, we still have fitness goals we're trying to hit while in med school, and eating the right way is one way I work to achieve that. Okay, it's about 10 a.m. here. I've been working on this case project. So yeah, you guys are probably wondering okay, it's 10 a.m. Aren't you supposed to be in class? And yes and no. One of the beautiful things about Georgetown, and something I recommend that all people do before they apply to medical school, is looking into the schedules and the student requirements that the schools have for going to lecture. Georgetown is beautiful in the fact that we have live streamed recording or lectures. They record the lectures so you can watch them afterwards, or you can go in person. And it kind of just depends on how you study and how you do. Personally, for me, because I did a master's program that gave me exemptions from a lot of the early content in the blocks, it's all review for me. So personally, I take my time in the mornings to do research, to do projects, catch up on any work I might have, do my Anki, that kind of stuff. So it's all review in the mornings. And yeah, I think it's really important to look into that when you're a prospective med student, because you still have to live your life, right? There are still things you have obligations to. You have your obligation to yourself, to work out, to take care of your body. You have obligations to, I'm sure,
friends or family. So maybe taking that time in the morning to just catch up with someone. You know, you probably have obligations around the home, you know, cleaning, doing laundry, taking care of your own hygiene, you know, that kind of stuff. So, you know, definitely if you are someone like me and you value that flexibility of schedule, definitely look into that. And that should be something that, you know, you prioritize. Because at the end of the day, life doesn't stop because you are in med school, right? Med school doesn't have to be consuming your entire life. It should be a big portion of your life.
All right, time for us to go to the gym. As you can see, I'm dressed up in all Young LA. We have a pool day today, but we're wearing the compression. Last night, I went ahead and prepped my meals for this afternoon because in med school, right, and as with all things in life, failing to prepare is equal to preparing to fail. So we're gonna have a post-training meal, which is this concoction right here. It's beef, mushrooms, and potatoes. And that'll hold me over, hopefully, until after the end of my anatomy lab. And then after that, we'll crush this rice, chicken, and avocado meal. Yeah, it really just is about preparation. Med school and like balancing everything is like, you gotta prepare, right? Like, if I didn't prep my meals ahead of time, I would have probably eaten out or gotten like Chick-fil-A or something like that. There's no problem with eating Chick-fil-A. There's no problem with any of that. But to hit the goals that I have, I need to prepare, right, ahead of time. We are back. Did you miss me? Also, I have a wardrobe change. I'm in my scrubs now for anatomy lab, which we are heading to right now. Anyways, the training was good. That's kind of just a glimpse into what my training looks like. If you guys want a full training video, let me know. I'd be happy to make one for you guys. Where I actually like talk in the gym and like work you guys through my workout and everything. So yeah, my training was pretty quick. I got to the gym around 11 o'clock, maybe 10:50. It's 11:56 right now. 11:56 right now. So my workouts are like literally within an hour. I get them done. I'm quick. I prioritize intensity. I prioritize like more compounding movements, less movements generally speaking. And yeah, so I really pushed myself during that 45 minutes to an hour. And yeah, so that's really all I can say about that. But now we're heading to anatomy lab. Anatomy lab is one of the coolest experiences, honestly. Like, being able to work directly on the human body without any ramifications, you know, like there's no, like, I heard this from a second year or a third year or something like that, and they were saying like take advantage of an anatomy lab because your anatomy lab is the only time you have to explore the human body where there isn't a direct patient outcome on the other side of it. And like I really took that and I'm just like, wow, that's so profound and so powerful because like you really can see a person's entire life by their anatomy. Like you can see what conditions they might have been dealing with. You can see like was something like changed at birth that they like, you know, they had been living with, right? And it's just really powerful and really cool moment. So I'll take you guys with me to school. I can't take you guys into the lab, but I'll at least take you to school and maybe we'll run into some of my friends, some of my classmates, and yeah, we'll hop into anatomy. Little detour on the way to lab. Picked up my homie. She is the reason, or I guess we are each other's reason why we got through grad school last year, basically.
It's true.
All right, quick lab break. We've exposed the rectus abdominis and the abdominal wall. Now we're gonna continue and keep digging. Okay, so it is now a little after 5 o'clock. I am exhausted. Like, when you're in a room dissecting for 4 hours and you're kind of just standing over the, you know, over your donor, it's, you know, it's a privilege to be there, but man, it is exhausting. It is tiring, but, you know, I'm very privileged to just, you know, be able to learn anatomy like this, like hands-on, fully immersed in it all. So, no complaints, just a little tired, but you know what? That's just part of being med school. That's what it is. Just a part of being a med student. All right, so we just went to the mall and did a little bit of training with Alfie. For those of you guys who don't follow me on other social media accounts, that little adorable dog that we have, this is Alfie, and he is the most amazing, loving, but stubborn miniature dachshund I've ever met. And we went to the mall and did some training together, and he did so good.
Alfie, did you do good?
Good job, Alfie.
Good job, Alfie.
Good job, Alfie. You did it.
You did it. You did it.
Completed some training with Alfie at the mall, and now we're back settling in for the evening. The rest of the evening's plans are pretty simple. We're going to be doing some research work. One thing I recommend to all med students, especially if you want to apply to competitive specialties, get on research as early as possible. If your med school allows for it, lead and instigate the research yourself. I'm sure there's always going to be a resident or an attending who will take on the work you want to pursue. So as you can probably see, it's 7:30 right now, and med school days are long. I woke up at 7:30, and from the word go, I was doing cardio, I was doing little work here and there, I was training, I was in anatomy lab, taking care of obligations at home. Now I'm doing more work, and the days are long and they're sometimes difficult. And you know what? You do it every day. But I always tell people med school is supposed to be hard, right? It's not easy. If it were easy, way more people would do it, would do well in it, would, be able to handle the rigor of medicine.
That's my doctor.
But the beautiful part of medical school is that when you're done at the end of the day, when you're, retired, or when, you have grandkids and kids and they ask you how you became a doctor, you can look back and say, I did some hard shit to get to where I am today. So yeah, just embrace it all and do the fucking work. Shout out Miss Ma'am over here, because she bought me a Coke Zero. Okay, as you can probably tell, it is the next morning. One thing about me is I will always forget to outro a YouTube video, and that's fine. That's just what happens. But with that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what a day in my life as a medical student looks like. I hope you guys have understood now and can see that med school is all about managing your time to achieve what you have as your priorities for the day. That's what it comes down to. I hope that my video has also kind of helped you guys understand what you should be looking for when you're applying to medical school. If this lifestyle, if you have a certain lifestyle you want to be living, you want a medical school that can be conducive to helping you still be able to live that same lifestyle. Obviously, medical school is hard, but it's about what you make of it, right? With that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy the video and want to see more from me, either from a med school perspective, pre-med tips, even lifting and bodybuilding and nutrition and health stuff, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. That lets me know that you guys are interested in what I have to say, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.